Stand by, here we come in 3, 2, I know, you're actually on the air.
How's it? Aloha, welcome to High Now Daily. So many things are happening over here today. Welcome in. Happy April Fool's Day. We got a lot of fun today. Honolulu Jazz Quartet is here. Can we have a hand for them, guys? We got live music coming up a little bit later. Also, Aloha Diaper Bank does so much to support our local community. How about a hand for them? They're coming up on celebrating 6 years. Plus, a live hula performance. We're getting a taste ahead of Mary Monarch. All of it coming up right now on High Now Daily. Now let's start the show. All right, how's it, Aloha gang, and welcome to High Now Daily officially. It's been such a great show. We'll see you next year. Dang it. Oh, you can go to the package. You can go to the package. That was our April.
I'm taking a walk down King Street today over to Nabeya Maido, where they've got those microwavables. They are part of ASB Hawaii's Buy Local program, and I brought my ASB Visa debit card, which means I'm about to save today.
Order for Rachel.
Spam, eggs, and rice?
April Fools!
You got me, but tell them what's really on the menu.
We had a 100% dine-in restaurant at Market City in Kaneki, and we were there since 2013. But then when COVID hit, we pivoted, changed our business model, and then we moved out of Market City and came over here. So now it's a 100% takeout model. I know that there was this technology in Japan before, so I called up my chef friends in Japan. Hey, help me out with this? So they gave me some advice, and we made them to single servings of hot pot. Basically, what you do is the broth is already inside. So all you do is take it, crack open the lid, throw it in the microwave for 4 minutes. The broth is jellified in the bottom, so once you hit it in the microwave, jelly melts, everything falls inside and finishes cooking. Our number one bowl will always be our house shoyu. We have that available with ramen or udon, our Aloha Tofu collab bowl, and then we also do a bowl with Dr. Jody for a keto-friendly bowl. We have our spicy, which is gochujang honey garlic. I also do a curry every once in a while. I do a tomato every once in a while. Those are all specials that we run through. What makes our bowl special is people are on the go. They need a quick meal. They can just go take it home. When they're ready to eat, 4 minutes in the microwave and they're ready to go. And we also do fundraisers with churches, these sports, elementary schools. So that way, parents who are tired can just grab a bowl, but it's still healthy and the kids can eat it. The reason why I found out about ASB was during the pandemic, a lot of my small business friends were getting help from ASB, and I wasn't really getting anywhere with where I was banking. So I went and I talked to ASB, and they were so friendly from the very beginning. And it just was a no-brainer to go ahead and bank with them. And one of the tellers over there said, "Hey, are you interested in our Buy Local program?" And I was like, "What is this, right? It's too good to be true." But then when I sat down and talked with them, then I said, okay, why not? I can't lose anything off of it. And yeah, it's been great. We get the visibility. We also give the customers, the ASB customers, the discount, and we don't lose anything. It's an awesome program that helps everybody. So it's a win-win-win situation for everybody around. When you come in and you purchase $45 or more, you get $10 off using your ASB Visa debit card. Just been a blessing for us to have come up with these bowls. We have a lot of people that come almost weekly sometimes, and they'll buy their bowls, and they walk off happy. They introduce us to everybody, and the coconut wireless is what really helps spread, the word about Nabeya Maido to other people. So it's awesome that the support and that the community has given to us over these years.
All right, what a start to the show. We're having so much fun over here on this April Fool's Day, but now all the tricks are out the window. It's time to get down some business. Now is a great opportunity to sip, savor, and support La Pietra's Hawaii School for Girls. We want to welcome in Rachel Wagaman, Marketing and Communications Director, as well as R&DC Hawaii Mixologist, Jen Len. Welcome into the show, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Wow. We're having a lot of fun today. Can you guys tell? Things are only going to get better as we go. Rachel, you're here because we got a big event coming up to really support La Pietra. This is an invitation to the local community. What's taking place?
Yeah, definitely. So this Saturday, April 5th, we're having our Hoopla fundraiser gala, and that's all in support of our school's financial aid program. So really being able to raise money for girls who can benefit from a transformative education at La Pietra.
And you're actually an alum over there.
I am.
Correct? How did that experience shape you?
Oh my gosh, the word that has shaped my goals this year is sisterhood, and that's just all of the love that I have for La Pietra packed into one word. It's just, I think about my friends, I think about the teachers who raised me and educated me, and now I get to give back to that community, and it's just such a special thing.
And this is the time for the community to continue supporting those efforts as well. What can people expect with the event? A lot of fun.
So much fun. We have casino games going on. We've got a whiskey tasting, which we get to talk about more here. And we just are gonna get to hear from some alums who are coming back doing some performances. And we're also gonna have a really thrilling live auction where you can get bid on some really exciting getaways. Telluride, Napa, Whistler.
Wow.
I know. Tickets to the Indy 500, so come on.
These are some crazy prize packages.
I know,
And then
amazing.
break down the theme for us this year as well. We're actually looking at some images of those prize packages that you can score this weekend.
Yeah, tickets to the CMA Fest. That was all up there as well.
That is crazy.
I know, yeah.
And these are like bucket list events that people are going to get a chance to bid on. What's the theme this year?
The theme is Diamonds at Diamond Head, denim required. So you can't see me, but I'm in my denim skirt.
You're in the denim.
Yep, I don't have any diamonds, but maybe we'll break them out for the event.
Okay, and in addition to that event, you mentioned a very unique opportunity for those of you who really enjoy whiskey. Jen, Len, that's where you come in.
Hi.
So I do want to break down a little bit on just the complexity, the history of this brand. First of all, it's called Uncle Nearest. What's up with that?
Yes, so Uncle Nearest, I actually have La Pietra to thank in partnering with this because they actually found the story, and I get to tell this story all the time, and we just came together naturally because this is a brand that is honoring the first African-American master distiller in America who taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey. But also this story came to life from a woman, Fawn Weaver. She's an entrepreneur, author, all around wonderful, wonderful woman. And she found this story and brought it to life. And she runs this whiskey distillery. And she is an African-American owner and founder, which is also very rare in this day and age. So I get to make a couple of cocktails for you all, and we're going to feature the 1856 whiskey, and as well as the rye, which we're going to put into an espresso martini.
Delicious.
Something really charming about it is Uncle Nearest is like an uncle. Jack Daniels was a child when he learned how to make whiskey. So just as we in Hawaii talk about our most respected elders, we call them uncle. It's the same here. So
I love it. I feel like I'm in a whiskey learning class right now.
Yes.
But I mean, that's such an amazing story. And I think that's why we're just so excited to be able to partner and celebrate women and these incredible stories.
It took a lot of work to take this story and build it into a whiskey brand. And the master blender is actually the great-great-granddaughter of Nearest Green. Her name is Victoria Edie Butler, and she's wonderful as well and comes to Hawaii to spend time with us once in a while. So I hope you all get to experience that one day. All right, we're gonna finish off these old fashions, and of course we have bitters, and an old fashioned is always a really delicate balance of whiskey or any spirit that you choose, a little bit of sugar that we put into a syrup.
Very cool. Now, I do want to ask as well, Jen, especially for those people out there who are looking forward to obviously supporting La Pietra with the event that's taking place as well. But for those of us who really enjoy whiskey, how unique of an opportunity is this to really get a chance to try these? And again, at the Hoopla event, that's going to be the spot.
Yes, so you have a whiskey tasting available that there's a dear friend of theirs that is going to host. There are a lot of single barrels. Well, not a lot, actually. There's a few single barrels around town that are available. So I would absolutely encourage anybody who sees it on a back bar to go ahead and try it because those single barrels are very rare. Very, very rare. All right, I think we're ready for our first cocktail. I mean, we're having two cocktails, so I hope you're ready.
All right, let's do this.
Yes, okay. So we're gonna finish off these old fashions with just a little bit of a lemon twist. And that's just really to brighten all of the flavors and bring everything together.
Fantastic. Now, this is the order you got to go in. You got to make sure you try some of the whiskey tastings, then the live auction, right? Because then people are going to feel, I think, a little just bit more jazzed up, especially to bid on some of those incredible packages. The live auction is going to be taking place. What else can people expect with the event?
Yeah, they'll also have casino games going on when you first arrive, so you'll be able to kind of try your hand at that.
Casino games, okay. Music.
Live music. Yeah, we'll have some live music by Love Jack, and we'll also have yes, that's whiskey tasting. So yeah.
Whiskey tasting, the live auction that's going to be taking place. Our very own Rachel Picarles is going to be serving as the MC, the master of ceremonies over there as well. So you know you're in for a good time. Stay with us on High Now Daily. How do people get tickets?
Visit lapietra.edu/hoopla.
Fantastic. We're going to cheers as we head to break.
Cheers.
Stay with us on High Now Daily. It's April Fool's Day. You don't know what's coming next. This is awesome. Good job. How's it, Aloha Gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Joining us here live in the studio now is Ann Komatsu, Executive Director for the Aloha Diaper Bank, as well as Marnie Sarmiento, Mom, Owner, CEO of Marn Zaza Hawaii. Welcome into the show, you two.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Mahalo nui for being here. All right, so we're celebrating a lot over there at Aloha Diaper Bank, but I want you to tell everyone out there about Aloha Diaper Bank and the service you folks provide.
All right, so we are a diaper bank, just like a food bank, but we do diapers for low income and kids that are in stress and our families that are in need. So we're out there helping those that need diaper help. So not only our keiki, but also our kupuna too as well. So focus though on keiki.
Gotcha. Now you folks are coming up on celebrating what, 6 years
6
now for the Aloha Diaper Bank?
Yeah, 6 years. We're going to be celebrating at Windward Mall on April 12th, Saturday from 10 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to do a couple things. We're going to do some giveaways to some moms and families out there. We're going to do Go Fish for the kiddies. We're just going to also accept diapers. If you'd like to drop off diapers, either keiki or kupuna diapers. And we're really in need of some kupuna right now too. And then collaborating with one of our moms who have, she has supported us for the last 3 years.
All right.
Done diaper drives and just sharing her wonderful, beautiful things that she does for moms.
Yeah, we have so much going on this table right now. Tell us a little bit about your brand. How did this all start for you?
You know, COVID, and then basically it blew up into a whole bunch of different things. And now we have the strollers and the wagons, the coolers, the backpacks, everything. You know,
Very cool.
but
So where do you
anything.
get the inspiration for the prints that that you're putting? Obviously inspired, very
yes.
Hawaii focused.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is like you gotta have the taco eye, like not so touristy.
Right,
You know, and then this is kind of like my vision and how I like it.
This
And
like screams local moms and aunties, right?
Yes,
Rolling
totally.
up. This is totally the vibe that you get. What else do we have over here on the table? That's
This is a kid's
that's the Keiki
floaty.
Swim, yeah.
And then we have a cooler, so for all the bradas who wants to put the poke or some beers, or
That'd be good. Beach, golf course action. Okay, what else do we have? Backpack.
this is a diaper backpack. So yes, for all the moms out there, it has special compartments on the inside.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Yeah. Lots of pockets so that you can put the changing.
As a busy dad on the go, and I had the young babies too, I'm all about the accessibility,
Totally.
right? And the ease, because you're thinking about so many different things, but we all know moms do all the hard work. But back to the Aloha Diaper
Yeah.
Bank. You mentioned as well, we're celebrating 6 years over there at Windward Mall. Keiki activities, but this is just going to be a great opportunity for the entire Ohana to come
Yes.
together and support. Yeah?
Come and shop, come and drop off diapers, and she's gonna do a great thing. You drop off a diaper to her.
What you
she
doing
has
over there?
Yes,
some
yes, yes.
Tell
So,
us, Mark.
so
Yeah.
if you're coming,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have at random. You can pick up to. You'll get a discount up to 50% off, or you can
How
get
hold that? One more time?
up to 50% off.
50% off? As in half off, you roll up with it? Yeah?
Yes,
The diaper
you
donation?
donate a diaper, you can possibly get up to 50% off, or you can also get cash value at $100 as well.
Okay, very cool. I gotta ask you as well, Marty, what is going on back there? This is that's an Ohana size, Hawaii style situation. What is this?
This is our 4-seater wagon,
Holy.
or 2 big kids.
Okay.
But I mean, I use it to haul for all my events. But
Mm-hmm.
for the kids, you can put 2 on each side. Comes with the sunshade. It has all the accessories.
This is so cool.
Yes, it's really awesome. But you know, we want to travel in style and make it cute, because I don't think we've seen any printed type of strollers or wagons out
This is
there.
the first one like this I've seen. Super cool. And I wanted to ask you as well, and you mentioned collaboration now for the past 3 years. What drew you to the work that Ann and them were doing at Aloha Diaper Bank, and why'd you decide to participate?
Oh, they're so awesome. They have a really good community, and then I'm from the Windward side as well. So like, it's based out of Windward Mall, and I have a lot of moms as my clientele. So, you know, we have this.
I can see
and
why.
that.
I can
Yeah.
see why. Okay, well, right on. And one more time, details.
So-
this is all taking place when? We know it's going to be at Windward Mall.
Right.
And where are you guys located inside the mall as
We're
well?
actually upstairs on the Ross end, upstairs from the pet store. So just come upstairs to the elevators. We're right there. So the event is April 12th, Saturday, from 10 to 3 o'clock,
Okay.
and we'll be in Center Court, right there.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
All of us.
And then how about for you? How do people learn more about Marn Zaza Hawaii? What's the best way?
They can follow us on Instagram. We have a website, and we also have a storefront in Harbor Center. It's called Marn Zaza Hawaii.
Okay, right on. Hey, mahalo nui for being here and the work
Thank
you
you.
folks do. Very essential need for both the keiki and the kupuna. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We'll be right back. How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. The 5th annual Kapu'uola Hula Festival is coming up at Uluwa'e Learning Center. Joining us now is the Executive Director, Nikki Ala Lidstone. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Mahalo nui for being here. Okay, exciting time for you folks. Tell everyone out there about Uluwa'e Learning Center. We know you're located west side. Tell us about the work that's taking place.
Yeah, so we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we grow rooted and engaged communities through out of school and community programs and events. So this is one of our events, the Kapu'uola Hula Festival.
Okay, tell us about it. This is the 5th one for you folks, so congratulations.
Yeah, the 5th one. So really this festival grew out of a vision to have a festival at a historic traditional cultural property, at a historic cultural site. In 2006, the Kapolei Hawaiian Civic Club, under the guidance of Uncle John Ka'imikawa and Auntie Auga Kalama, built this magnificent pa hula, this hula stage outside at Pu'uo Kapolei. And the vision was always that it be a place where our cultural practices live and are celebrated through mele, hula, hana no'eo, just bringing community together to celebrate.
Why is it so significant that it takes place over there too? Give us the mo'olelo on the significance of it taking place at Uluwa'e Learning
Yeah,
Center.
because our places, especially our historic cultural places, they really need stewardship. You know, they really need us to come and care for them. Pu'uo Kapolei is just like any other public green space, especially our cultural sites, that really depend on us to take care of it. And so not only are you celebrating mele and hula, but you're really celebrating all of these volunteers, the hundreds of volunteers who come out year after year to care for this special place.
Now, in addition to the exceptional hula taking place, let's talk about the mele. Some of the music people can anticipate as well.
We're gonna have Hawaiian music group Ene, Nahoku Hano Hano Award. Yeah, our good friends.
They're so solid.
They are so solid, and their music is just everywhere right now. You hear their music, you want to get up and dance.
So we have that taking place, and we're gonna get to a live hula performance over here in a little bit. How do you folks go about finding the halau, and who are some of the halau who are gonna be participating this year?
Yeah, so when we first started the Hula Festival, we did a call out to halau to apply to be in the festival. But after COVID, we've kind of sort of been, reestablishing our volunteer base and getting back into holding events. And so Kumu Malia, who's a good friend of mine, she said, do you have room for our halau? And I said, yes, absolutely, of course. And this is the beauty of community hula festivals. It's non-competitive hula. And so you have this wide range of dancers that you see dancing, from the dancer who just started dancing hula like a few months ago to the kupuna who's been dancing all her life, who comes out with really kolohe. And you see all these personalities and these lived experiences that are up there sharing mo'olelo, sharing stories through hula.
Very special. Okay, we're always looking for more volunteer opportunities, as you mentioned. People want to learn more about Uluwa'e Learning Center, because in addition to this, you folks have events throughout the year celebrating many ways that we can continue to celebrate Hawaiian culture here in Hawaii. How do people do it?
Yeah,
and what else is coming up?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, www.uluwa'e.org. And also we have free cultural workshops as well at the Hula Festival, so you can sign up for those and you can learn a new skill. It's going to be a fun day.
Okay, and what time is it going to be taking place, the Hula Festival?
3 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
3 o'clock to 7 o'clock, taking place on?
At Pu'uo Kapolei, April 6th, Sunday, April 6th.
Okay, coming up this weekend, Mickey, mahalo nui. And as we head to break, we want to send things over to Kumu Malia. What you're looking at right there is a list of more information ahead of the Kapu'uola Hula Festival. How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Joining us now is John Colivas and Dan Del Negro, members of the Honolulu Jazz Quartet. Welcome into the show, gentlemen.
Thanks so much.
Hey. Mahalo nui for being here. It's been a fun show, and it's only getting better as we go. We got a live performance we'll get to in just a little bit. But John, I want to start with you. You actually founded this Honolulu Jazz Quartet back in 2001. What inspired that?
Yeah, well, I'd been playing jazz for many years, and then my mother one day said, you know, you should really make your own jazz group. I said, oh, Mom, I don't know about that. But then we decided to, and got these great musicians to play with us.
Very cool. Have you guys been playing together a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're coming up on how many years now, Dan? How'd you first come across John?
Well, I was living, I'm from Chicago, but I was living in LA. This is like, I guess 99 or something like that. I was playing the show Miss Saigon in LA, and they said, Dan, you want to come to Hawaii for 2 months and play the show? So I came here for the first time here. Totally fell in love with this place. I ended up moving here a year later. But John was playing with us for a kidney donor awareness benefit. That's how I met him. Mm-hmm. And I was supposed to go see him at Gordon Biersch, and there was no keyboard player. And I said, John, what happened to the keyboard player? He goes, well, there's a shortage of keyboardists in Hawaii. I said, oh, really?
You said there was.
Yeah, right? So I moved here, you know, and then John called me about, joining the quartet.
Very cool. And from then, tremendous success, 2023 Nahoku Hano Hano Award. So congratulations on that. What's in the works for you folks currently?
Well, we got some things coming up. We're looking forward to our concert on the 16th of this month. It's a Wednesday night. We're doing 100 years of jazz in 1 hour. No, but there's jazz.
And it's going to be taking place at the theater, correct?
Yeah, at Manoa Valley Theater. And that's where people get tickets, manoavalleytheater.com.
Okay.
And,
so what can people expect with the show? You mentioned celebrating 100 years of jazz. How are you guys going about composing that very special show?
You want to talk about it?
Yeah. Well, in the jazz strata's history has a tendency to incorporate the style of music of the day. So like, for example, in the 20s you had ragtime, in the 40s you had swing. 60s they started to incorporate rock, and now hip hop and funk and that kind of thing. So we're going through that history with kind of a lot of examples of those different kinds of styles.
How has it been for you being able to collaborate in this way, especially when you talk about taking on a project as immense as 100 years of jazz music?
It's been a lot of fun, and my brother's name is Robert Pennybacker. He works for PBS. He kind of came up with the idea, and I really like the idea.
And he's going to be narrating it,
yeah.
Correct? So how is that going to be for the audience members? What can they expect? Is it part story, timeline, performance, or what can people anticipate?
All of that. It's a little history, because not everyone remembers the history of jazz. So, so he's going to be narrating a little bit between the tunes, and he's going to sing too. He's a really nice singer. So he's going to do something by Duke Ellington. And we're bringing it up to Miles Davis, Nora Jones, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Very cool. Mention one more time the place that people can get tickets. It's coming up soon. How many shows total?
We're just doing one show. So manoavalleytheater.com is where they get tickets. And the Henry Kapu'uola Foundation is backing it as well. And they have a couple of rising stars that are going to be doing the first set. And so it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of things going on.
Absolutely, a lot to look forward to. John, Dan, thank you very much for the time. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We're going to have a live performance coming up with these two in just a bit. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Great job, gang.
Thank you, you too.
Great talk story, yeah?
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be joined today by Jerry Clay. He offers a wonderful new service called Partnering. Now, Jerry, before we dive into partnering, can you share with everybody a little bit about your background?
Sure. I practiced law for over 50 years, and in that time, I got to absolutely loathe the legal system. It is bad for society. It's even worse for the people who get involved with it. That's why I discovered a different system called partnering, and that's why I established Clay Partnering.
And now you've got an article in the April issue of the Hawaii State Bar Journal. Can you share?
Let's start by giving a little history. The U.S. legal system is called the adversary system of justice. And what it demands of groups is people who formerly had a relationship accomplishing a goal now have to become adversaries. First dictionary definition, enemies. So you become an enemy and fight it out to see who's right. It's a bad system.
And that's why Clay Partnering is now available to those out in the community. And I wanted to ask you a little bit about what's different about partnering.
Partnering is different from the adversary system. It's exactly the opposite. The adversary system is about dispute resolution. There's a dispute, the parties can't talk to each other. Here's a system where we'll fight it out. Partnering, on the other hand, takes the group before they have any emotional problems and turns them into a team. It's dispute prevention versus dispute resolution.
Now, partnering has a long history. Can you give us a little bit of a background of that?
Sure. In the 1980s, the biggest builder in America, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, was falling behind because they were getting sued over and over again. So they appointed a new CEO. He then begins to investigate and finds that at Texas A&M University, there's a task force working on improving the construction project. He joins that, and out of that came the partnering process.
Now, it began in construction, and now you're saying Clay Partnering can do even more than that. You guys are offering this to a wide variety of businesses.
Absolutely. Clay Partnering is offering partnering services to any kind of group so long as they're not yet into an emotional dispute, whether that be government, whether that be profit-making businesses, whether that be nonprofits. This process molds a group of individuals, normally thinking about themselves and what they're going to do, into an effective team. The team will have established goals. They will have established a roadmap of how to accomplish the goal. They will create a more joyful and fulfilling work environment. Every group needs a roadmap, and that's what the group will have after partnering.
Teamwork, more success, and of course, happiness in the workplace. Let's expand on the nonprofits. I know that's very special to you.
Absolutely. I believe that the nonprofit community is so important to Hawaii. There are over 70,000 people working in nonprofits, and that's amongst 10,000 different nonprofits. Nonprofits do so much to improve society that I am offering to do partnering for nonprofits without charge.
That's incredible. Okay, so if people wanted to reach out to you, you've got a website, a lot of information there as well. Where would they go?
Clay Partnering, all one word, .com.
Jerry, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate your time. We're going to have all the details on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
Good night.
Aloha and welcome back. Hey, we got new video here on Hi Now Daily for our March 2025 winners of the Southwest Airlines and Hi Now Daily Travel Tuesday Sweepstakes. Drum roll, please.
Hey guys, guess what? What? We won the Travel Tuesday Sweepstakes. Thank you, Southwest Airlines. Thank you, Hi Now Daily.
All right, Hey, that's what it's all about. Celebrating keiki over here today. Congratulations again to the Hawaii Shime Judo Kyokai out of Hilo. Now, they've been teaching judo on Hawaii Island ever since 1988. So for more details on how you can support, visit their Instagram page at hilo.hangwonji.com. And don't forget, scan that QR code that's on your screen right now. You can enter for your chance to win up to 25 round-trip flights to anywhere Southwest Airlines flies for you and your entire team. We're going to announce the winner of the Travel Tuesday Sweepstakes in April. Good luck. And as we head to break, here's a live performance from the Honolulu Jazz Quartet. Don't forget, April 16th, they'll be at Manoa Valley Theater celebrating 100 years of jazz music.
Are you ready to turn your garden dreams into a reality? Well, here at City Meal, they have everything you need to get growing. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned plant pro, they got some experts with game-changing gardening tips, and that's why we have Iris here with us today.
Hi, how are you?
So where do we start with gardening?
Well, first you have to decide what kind of gardener you are.
Okay.
Are you somebody who loves to take care of plants? Or are you somebody who would like to just put something in the pot and leave it aside? Those two things are really important. It determines what kind of plant you're going to have. A lot of people just throw the seed in the ground and hope for the best. There are ways to make sure your seed actually starts. You want to get one of these starters. We have seed starting and seed potting soil that will give the seeds the nutrients it needs to really take root. Those are really essential to start from seed. Once it gets bigger, then you can repot it. If you're starting with a plant, you want to make sure you have the right size pot that you want to use, and then the right soil. We have all kinds of soils. If you're going to put the plant outside, you want to make sure you use a garden soil. Gardening soil helps the dirt and all the nutrients within the natural environment come together. And that's different than a potting soil. Potting soils have things in them to help the water flow, to help keep the soil full of nutrients in a small container.
Love it. What plants need, whether in the ground or in the pot, they need some fertilizer, right? So when do we feed our plants?
Well, you have to decide when you're going to feed a plant by what kind of plant it is, okay? So the first thing you want to do is after you plant it, you want to try to use fertilizer then. You want to make sure that the plant has nutrients in there. Now, potting soil, most people don't know that actually has fertilizer in it already. So you don't really have to fertilize anything when you use a potting soil for at least 6 months. But what you want to do is make sure that the nutrients to be able to get through the root system. And that's where we started carrying mycorrhizas. Now mycorrhizas are actually fungus, and they actually adhere to the root, and they cause the root to open up and actually be able to take in more nutrients. So when you do a plant like this, you pull out the roots and you can dip it in there and then plant it, and that helps the plant to uptake all the nutrients. If it's a bigger plant, you can sprinkle some around in there and then put the plant in.
That's fancy. I never knew there was fungus for plants, but here we are, getting all the expert tips. There's so much, we have to think about when growing, but luckily there's an expo coming up, right?
Yes.
People could come in, learn for themselves, have the Ohana learn about taking care of a plant from seed all the way to fruition. So when is that happening?
We have 2 expos going on. We have on May 15th at our Pearl City store, and on the 16th at our Kaneohe store from 9 to 12. And we have 10 vendors coming, and they're going to be having tables, and you can come and ask them any kind of experts questions. We have people who do pottery, we have people who do watering cans, we have people who do hose ends, we have people who do plant food, soils, all kinds of stuff.
Okay, great. I don't have to think about anything. There's an expert for it. So if people want to find more information about the expo and save the date, where can they go to find out?
They can head out to any of our 8 City Meals or check us out on citymeal.com.
Okay, check it out. citymeal.com. You're watching High Now Daily, and I'm going to go plant this one right now. So we'll see you guys later. Okay, now we need the dipping, the fungus.
The fungusing, yeah.
Hey, how's it, Aloha Gang? I'm Kainoa Carlson. Welcome back to High Now Daily.
Wait.
Oh.
Gosh, Sean, dang it. Sorry, April Fool's Day on High Now is just getting out of control today. It's been such a fun show. Ever since we've kicked things off, I'm trying to prank them, Crew's trying to prank me, Sean's here. It's been a lot of fun today, but obviously today as well, we had a chance to celebrate a local hula festival that's gonna be coming up at Uluwa'e Learning Center. Plus, La Pietra Hawaii School for Girls has their big fundraiser gala, and Rachel Picard will be there. She'll be serving as the MC. In addition to that, we celebrated the Aloha Diaper Bank, which is a local nonprofit doing so much to support both kupuna and keiki in our local community. And now, to wrap up the show, we had a chance to talk with John and Dan earlier throughout the show as we're coming up on celebrating 24 years for the Honolulu Jazz Quartet. Don't forget, they got a concert coming up April 16th where they're going to be celebrating 100 years of jazz music. Fellas, take it away and happy April Fool's Day.